Before we begin, I want you to do something simple. Just for a moment, don't try to understand anything. Don't try to fix anything. Just notice. Are you here right now, or is your mind somewhere else? Because what we're about to explore is not something you need to learn. It's something you may have been missing without realizing it. Part 1. Disruption. You think you're running out of time, but that's not what's really happening. I know, it feels that way, doesn't it? You look at your life, the years that have passed, the things you meant to do, but didn't. And somewhere inside, there is a quiet voice whispering, I'm running out of time. But what if I told you, time is not chasing you at all? Time has never chased anyone. Not you, not me, not anyone who has ever lived. Instead, something much more subtle is happening. You're the one, quietly, slowly, running away from your own life. Now, I don't say this to judge you. I say this because I've seen it, not just in others, but in myself. There were years when I was always busy, always planning, always thinking about what's next. And yet, when I looked back, I couldn't remember actually being there. Have you ever felt that? Like life is moving, but somehow you're not really inside it? From a psychological perspective, this is not a flaw in you. It's a pattern. The human mind is wired to escape discomfort. It drifts into the future or hides in the past, and in doing so, it quietly abandons the present moment. In Buddhist understanding, this is where suffering begins, not in time itself, but in our disconnection from it. And here's the part that is hardest to see. You don't even notice it happening. The days pass, the routines repeat, the moments blur together, and all the while, life is not being lived. It is being postponed. So today, I want to gently ask you something. Not to challenge you, but to invite you to look inward. Are you really running out of time, or have you been slowly stepping out of your own life? I'll leave that question with you today. Part 2. Recognition. You wake up, maybe a little earlier than you want to, or maybe a little later than you planned. Not because you need to, but because it's just there. You scroll, a few headlines, a few messages, a few lives that seem to be moving faster than yours. Then the day begins. You answer people, you take care of things, you handle responsibilities, you do what needs to be done. And from the outside, everything looks fine, maybe even successful. But inside, something feels slightly off. Not enough to alarm you, not enough to stop everything and ask what's wrong. Just a quiet feeling. I remember someone once telling me, I don't feel unhappy, but I don't feel alive either. Have you ever felt that way? It's not pain. If it were pain, you would do something about it. It's not confusion. If it were confusion, you would try to fix it. It's something harder to name, a kind of emptiness that sits quietly in the background. You go through the motions, you smile when you're supposed to, you respond when people expect you to. You show up, but deep down, it feels like you're watching your own life from a distance, like life is happening, but not quite to you. And then the day ends. You sit down, maybe in a quiet room, maybe in front of a TV, and for a brief moment, everything slows down. And that feeling returns. Not loud, not dramatic, just present. You don't talk about it, you don't even fully look at it, because tomorrow you'll wake up and do it all over again. So let me ask you gently, when was the last time you truly felt like you were inside your own life? I'll leave that with you tonight. Part 3. Invisible suffering. what you're feeling, that quiet emptiness, that sense of being slightly disconnected from your own life. This is what the Buddha was pointing to. Not just suffering, in the way we usually think about it. Not the kind that shouts, not the kind that breaks you overnight, but something much quieter, a kind of suffering that blends into your daily life so well, you stop noticing it. It lives inside routine, inside repetition, inside days that look perfectly normal from the outside. You wake up, you go through your day, you do what needs to be done. Nothing seems wrong, and yet something inside you is slowly fading. I once spoke with someone, a man in his early 60s. He had built a stable life, a family, a career, a routine. And one evening he told me something I've never forgotten. He said, "I don't know when it happened, but somewhere along the way, I stopped feeling like I was living and started feeling like I was just continuing." That sentence carries a lot more truth than it seems, because this kind of suffering doesn't come from crisis. It comes from quiet disconnection, from saying I'm fine when something inside you hasn't been felt in a very long time. And the mind is very good at this. It whispers, "This is fine, this is normal, this is just how life is." And maybe part of that is true. But there's another part. The part that notices something is missing. From a psychological perspective, this is what we call adaptation without awareness. You adjust, you cope, you keep going, but you don't check in. You don't pause long enough to ask, "Am I actually here?" And over time, that quiet absence becomes your baseline. So today I want to gently bring your attention back to something. Not to fix it, not to judge it, just to notice. Is there a part of your life that looks fine on the outside but feels strangely empty on the inside? I'll leave you with that today. Part 4. The two arrows. Pain is real. Loss is real. Aging is real. Uncertainty is real. There's no need to deny that. No need to pretend life is always peaceful or fair. At some point, every one of us will be touched by something we did not choose. A diagnosis, a goodbye we weren't ready for, a moment where things simply didn't go the way we hoped. That is the first arrow. It lands whether we are ready or not, and it hurts. Now, here is where something very subtle begins to happen. After the pain comes the thinking. The mind starts telling a story. This always happens to me. Why is my life like this? I knew things would fall apart. And slowly, without even noticing, we begin to revisit the pain. Again, and again, and again. I once spoke with a woman who had gone through a difficult divorce in her late 50s. Years had passed. Her life had changed. She had rebuilt many things. But every time she talked about it, it felt like it had just happened yesterday. Not because the event was still happening, but because the story never stopped. From a psychological standpoint, this is what we call cognitive looping. The brain tries to make sense of pain by replaying it, but instead of resolving the wound, it deepens it. This is the second arrow. Not the pain itself, but the meaning we attach to it. The identity we build around it. I'm the one who got left behind. I'm the one things don't work out for. It's too late for me now. And the more we repeat these thoughts, the more real they feel. Until one day, we no longer see them as thoughts. We see them as truth. And here is the part that changes everything. Most people believe they are suffering because of the first arrow, but in reality, it is the second arrow that keeps the wound alive. Not because they are weak, not because they are broken, but because they never realized they were the one holding the bow. So today, I want to ask you something gently. not to challenge you, but to offer you a moment of clarity. Is it the pain in your life that is still hurting you? Or is it the story you've been telling yourself about it all these years? I'll leave that with you today. Part 5. The illusion of control. So, after the pain, after the stories, after everything we've been carrying, there is something most of us begin to do, almost automatically. We try to control things. We try to fix everything. We plan more carefully. We think harder. We tell ourselves, if I can just get this right, then maybe things will finally feel okay. Have you ever noticed that? You organize your day, you anticipate problems, you prepare for what might go wrong, not because you want control, but because somewhere inside you want to feel safe again, and there's nothing wrong with that. But here is where the quiet struggle begins. Because life doesn't move the way we expect it to. It shifts, sometimes slowly, sometimes all at once. It dissolves. Things we thought were stable begin to change without asking us, and it surprises. Even when we've done everything right, something unexpected still happens. I remember a gentleman I once met. He had spent years carefully planning his retirement. Financially secure, health routines in place, everything well thought out. And then one day, his wife became ill. Not something he could plan for, not something he could control. And he said something very quietly, I did everything I was supposed to do, but life had its own plans. That sentence holds a truth many of us spend years trying to avoid. From a deeper perspective, what we are facing here is not failure. It is reality. Life is not unstable because something went wrong. Life is unstable by nature. In Buddhist understanding, this is called anicca, not as an abstract idea, not as a belief system, but as something you can observe in your own life every single day. Everything changes, the body changes, relationships change, circumstances change. Even the thoughts you had 5 minutes ago are already gone. And yet, we keep trying to hold things still. We try to freeze moments, to secure outcomes, to make life behave in a way that it never promised to. And that effort, that quiet resistance, is what exhausts us. So today, I don't want to ask you to give up control completely. That wouldn't be honest. But I want to gently invite you to notice something. Where in your life are you trying very hard to control something that has always been changing? I'll leave that question with you today. Part 6. The turn. The moment you stop fighting change, something unexpected happens. Not dramatic, not loud, but deeply, quietly different. At first, it almost feels like nothing. And then you begin to notice something has shifted. Not outside, but inside. You start seeing, not reacting, not trying to fix, not trying to push things away, just seeing. A thought arises. Instead of chasing it, you notice it. A feeling appears. Instead of resisting it, you allow it, and then it passes. I remember a time when I was sitting alone after a long day. Nothing special had happened, nothing particularly wrong, but my mind kept replaying small things, little conversations, little worries. And for once, I didn't try to stop it. I didn't try to solve anything. I just watched. And something very simple but very profound happened. The thoughts kept moving. The feelings kept changing. But there was a part of me that wasn't moving with them. And in that moment, I realized something I had missed for years. Not everything that happens inside you is who you are. From a psychological perspective, this is what we call meta-awareness. The ability to observe your own thoughts without becoming them. And when that happens, something softens. You no longer feel trapped inside every emotion. You no longer feel defined by every thought. Instead, you begin to experience life as it is unfolding. A moment arrives, and you are there, not in yesterday, not in tomorrow, but here. For the first time in a long time, you are not watching your life from a distance. You are inside it. So let me gently ask you something. What would happen if just for a few moments today, you stopped trying to control what is happening and simply allowed yourself to see it? I'll leave that with you today. Part 7. Presence. You don't need to fix your life. I know that might sound strange, especially after everything we've been taught. We're told to improve, to solve, to become better versions of ourselves. And yes, growth matters. But somewhere along the way, we start to believe that life only begins after everything is fixed, after the problems are gone, after the mind is quiet, after things finally feel right. But what if? Life has never been waiting for that. What if life has been here all along, not in the perfect future you imagine, but right here, in this breath, in this moment that seems so ordinary, so easy to overlook? I once spoke with a man who had spent most of his life chasing stability, career, family, responsibilities, always moving forward, always trying to secure something. And one evening he told me quietly, "I kept thinking I would slow down and enjoy life later, but I don't know when later disappeared." That sentence carries a kind of truth that doesn't need explanation. Because many of us aren't missing life, we are postponing it. From a psychological perspective, this is what we call deferred living. The mind keeps placing meaning into a future moment. But the body, your senses, your actual experience can only exist now. And when we are not here, we are not really living, we are absent. So this is not about fixing your life. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about something much simpler and much harder. To stop abandoning your own experience, to return to what is already here. The sound around you, the feeling in your body, the breath moving in and out. Nothing extraordinary. And yet, this is where life has always been. So today, I won't ask you to change everything. Just this. Can you give this moment your full attention? Even if just for a few seconds. I'll leave that with you today.